issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house is at the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson watch party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Ready to see the world without the stress of planning? At Picture This Travel, we specialize in creating unforgettable travel experiences, tailored just for you. And now we're excited to launch Franklin-Simpson Alumni Travel. Imagine exploring incredible destinations across the globe, side by side with fellow FSHS graduates. Travel together, make new memories, and celebrate the Wildcat spirit worldwide. For more information, follow me, Julie Walters with Picture This Travel on Facebook.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
In Franklin, we keep things moving, from the work trucks to the family vans. We all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
When the Wildcats hit the field, the best seat in the house is at the stadium. Rack House Restaurant and Bar is your official Franklin-Simpson watch party headquarters. Every game, all season long. Bring your crew and grab your favorites from our made-from-scratch menu and catch every touchdown, basket, home run on multiple screens. Rack House Restaurant and Bar in Franklin, Kentucky, where Wildcat Nation gathers. See you at the game, right here.
Accidents happen in a split second, but the repair doesn't have to be a headache. At Eaton Collision in Franklin, we bring your car back to life with expert repairs and a flawless finish. We'll work directly with your insurance company to make the process quick, easy, and hassle-free for you. From dents to major damage, trust Eaton Collision to get you back on the road fast.
Versus Navarre, Florida, and 6-3 versus Orange Beach, Alabama. Orange Beach was the nationally ranked team that they faced, and they've only played 4 full 7-inning games on the season. And the closest game in state has been 6-1 versus Greenwood on April 30th. As I said, Max Preps has them ranked number 6th in the nation, and for a public school, ladies and gentlemen, this is just... it's unreal. They're ranked number 1 in the nation in many other polls, and they're only one of 2 undefeated teams in the top 10 nationally ranked. They defeated number 4 Orange Beach earlier this season on spring break. Now, let's get to those starting lineups, and we'll begin with the South Warren Lady Spartans. Leading off, Florida State University commitment, the shortstop, number 19, McLean Hudson. McLean Hudson, I'm not kidding, this is not a misprint, hits .765 on the season. .765 batting average. She has 78 RBIs, 26 home runs. She's 45 of 50 on stolen base attempts. She has 88 hits through 39 games. She's only struck out 3 times on the season and has 29 walks on the year. That's the leadoff for South Warren. Just an incredible talent. Then, center fielder number 4, Hadley Borders. Hadley Borders hits .566 with 55 RBIs, with 5 home runs, and she's got a ton of quickness, 34 for 34 on. Now, moving on, looking at your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats, the ones that you all tuned in to 92.3 whether you're listening on the app, the radio, or you're tuned in on Franklin-Simpson Channel 9. We appreciate you guys so much. Leading off for your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats is going to be the senior, number 8, shortstop, Chloe Smith. She hits .433 with 45 RBIs, 51 walks on the season, a state record, 51 walks, 30 for 30 on stolen bases, and 11 home runs. The top hitter, the senior leader of this team, is Chloe Smith. And then number 2, the second baseman, Addie Shelton. Addie hitting .357 on the year, 29 RBIs. Then it's going to be the super sophomore, Jaden Coe. Jaden Coe is hitting .339 with 29 RBIs. And then behind the plate, catcher number 6, Lily Ferguson, 298 hitter with 32 RBIs on the year. None bigger than the RBI had to drive in the winning run 2 nights ago against Warren East. You're going to look at your first baseman, number 25, Presley West. Presley, the .319 hitter with 41 RBIs. I'm really excited to see her over the next couple of seasons in that Franklin-Simpson Lady Cat. Then, Piper West. Piper West, the .323 hitter with 17 RBIs. He's also going to be taking a bump for it. Well, not necessarily taking a circle, pardon me, that's a little bit of baseball jargon, but she's pitched 104.2 innings on the season. She's got a 2.74 ERA, 84 strikeouts to just 23 walks, 9-4 win-loss on the season, 2 saves across her 9 starts that she's had. Piper, she is rocking to be a 7th grader. I mean, absolutely crushing it out there. Then, the hot corner, third baseman, Kylie Scott, 225 hitter, 10 RBIs on the season. Then, freshman left fielder, number 1, Ansley Holland. Ansley's a 257 hitter with 15 RBIs. And then out in the right field is going to be Sloan Anderson. Sloan is a 207 hitter. Got her numbers up above the Mendoza line. Congrats, young lady. on continuing to bump up that average. And she's got 2 RBIs on the year. We've got our starting lineups in here at WKU Softball Complex, and we are getting ready for my 2 most favorite words in all of sports, which are play ball. It's going to be a fun night here. I want to say thank you to my producer back in studio, Miss Kendra Holt. Kendra always taking care of us back there, doing a fantastic job as always, and staying late here tonight as well. I hope everybody knows exactly how important that she is to us here at WFKN, and taking care of business and staying late down there and pushing all the buttons here at 8:42 at night. So we've got ourselves turned out to be a really side of a cliff right here. I mean, she's just shooting towards the moon in her talent and ability out here on the softball field. Ooh, that's a pretty good looking pitch right there. We're going to need a little bit of help here from umpires if we're going to get something like that. I mean, that's off the plate by an eyelash. Trust me, Blue, they don't need no help. Here's the pitch. Hammered. Oh, and it gets linered past Kylie Scott. And she's going to try to stretch it out for 2, and she is called safe. Gets the foot in just in time before Addie Shelton can get the tag down. I don't know how many more people would have tried to have stretched that into a double. Next up, center fielder number 4, Hadley Borders. Borders a .566 hitter with 55 RBIs, 5 home runs on the season for the left-hander. Awaiting the signal, Piper West in the circle. The runner in scoring position is Hudson Klein. And she takes off towards third, and there's nobody there to cover. Easily steals third base as Scott was halfway down the third baseline looking for a possible bunt attempt. Heads up running there by Hudson. Here's the pitch. Goes ball high. Looking at a 2-0 count now to Borders. I actually got to meet some of the South Warren softball team at Cheney's a couple weeks back. Really nice group of young ladies. Very well mannered. Thought about going to slap hit, and I guess pulls it back just in time. Nope. Looking at a 3-1 count now. Borders, the lefty, gets in a little tighter on the plate. Tries to bunt it down the third base line and runs the count full as it rolled foul. Runs 3 balls, 2 strikes with a runner on third. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Piper West really looking great so far. Here's the excellent thing for your Lady Cats stepping into a matchup like this. They have nothing to lose here. Here's the pitch. Sent out down the left field line. That's going to score 1. Ansley Hollins got it. And going to hold Borders just a single. But South Warren's on the board, 1-0.
Third baseman, number 11, Parker Willoughby.
Now here comes third baseman number 11, Parker Willoughby, a .537 hitter with 74 RBIs and 11 home runs. For the left-hander, as West gets the signal, Willoughby steps out of the batter's box. First pitch goes a little outside. Ball 1. Runner over on first is Borders, who's 34 for 34 on stolen bases. Gets a signal from her coach out there on the third baseline, taking off. I'd imagine. Nope, stays put. Willie Ferguson behind the plate was 100% ready to throw down right there. Ball high brings the count 2-0. Wind up and the pitch. Runner goes, throw down, and it's not going to be in time. Looked like she might have come off the bag there, but I guess she kept a foot on. Make that Borders 35 for 35 now on stolen bases. Willoughby's digging in already as West gets the signal. 2-1 is the count. Still nobody out. Low and away, West. Here's pitch. Fouled off back into the net. As I said here, Piper West not backing down in any way, shape, form, or fashion. The seventh grader looking great here as Border steps way up into the batter's box. Here's the pitch. Popped out into left, and that's going to get down for another base hit. It's getting into the fence. One run will score. She's coming around two. Hits the cutoff, and Smith, and another RBI. Off the bat of Willoughby. Looking at a 2-0 game now here in the top of the first inning. Still no outs. With first baseman number 18, Layla Ogden, coming up to bat. The .504 hitter has 57 RBIs and 10 home runs on the season for the right-handed hitter. 2 runs off of 3 hits so far. Fouled off. 0-1 is the count. And really, 2 of those base hits were uncatchable. The first one could have been caught, but so far it's just been hit after hit. Ball a smidge high as Ferguson throws down. An uncharacteristic throw there. Makes its way out into center field. And then Willoughby makes her way from second to third. Play at third. Not quite in time. And now Willoughby's over on third base. With Ogden still at the plate, looking at a 1-1 count, but nobody out. And the Spartans lead it 2-0. Here's the pitch. Ball inside. Ferguson liked it, wanted it. West awaits the signal. Wind up, pitch. Popped up towards right field. Anderson tracking. Anderson squeezes it for out number 1. Runner's going to tag pretty easily and score the third run of the game for the Lady Spartans. So the sac fly scores a third one. Now, here come the Lady Cats in to just have a quick little infield meeting. 3-0 game on 3 hits. Just 1 out. As the catcher, number 8, Kinley Russell, steps into the left-handed batter's box. Russell, a .466 hitter with 2 home runs and 49 RBIs. Nobody on base right now. On deck is second baseman Keegan Pruitt. Ball outside. 1-0 is the count. Russell. Pitch from West. Center. Base hit. And Cole misplays it. And it gets past her. It's going to go all the way to the fence. She might be turning 4. She gets held up at third and stays in there with a stand-up triple. It's going to go down as an E8.
The second baseman, number 17, Keegan Pruitt.
And here comes second baseman, number 17, Keegan Pruitt. 472 hitter, 42 RBIs, and 6 home runs across 39 games. Still just 1 out. Strike 1 from West. I like it if we can continue to go and start first pitch strikes. Here's the pitch. Strike 2. Franklin-Simpson faithful rooting for their 7th grader here. Here's the pitch. Swings through, ring up 1 for Piper West. She's got a strikeout. And out number 2. As she gets Pruitt swinging. Now here comes designated player number 12, Jordan Sheehan.
Courtesy runner, number 1, Adrian Russell.
For South Warren. Jordan Sheehan, the sophomore's got 12 RBIs and hits .429. West sets, throws. That's just a skosh low in the zone. Just a smidge. Oh, I don't see anything wrong. Oh, there we go. I was slow to call that strike. 1-1 is the count now. Here's the pitch. Swings through it, strike 2. Franklin-Simpson fans, I love to hear those cheers. As West gets ahead, 1-2 in the count now. Here's the pitch. Took a little something off of it there with a high changeup. Brings the count 2-2 with 2 away and a runner on third. South Warren coming in hot and fast. Now lead at 3-0 here in the top of the first. Here's the pitch. Foul tip, and that's another strikeout for the 7th grader. Piper West hitting another pipe bomb right down the middle. 2 strikeouts here in the top of the first inning. But the Lady Spartans went to work and lead it 3-0. Heading into the bottom of the first, your Lady Cats are going to have to put their bats to work. We're going to take a 30-second break. We'll be right back with you live on 92.3 WFKM.
Franklin, we keep things moving. From the work trucks to the family vans, we all need a pit stop now and then. At Grease Monkey of Franklin, we make oil changes fast, friendly, and reliable for personal vehicles and entire fleets. Whether you are headed out on a road trip or making deliveries across the county, our certified technicians will keep your engine running clean and strong. We treat every car like it's our own. Our goal is simple: get you in, out, and back on the road with confidence. Fleet service? No problem. We work with local businesses to keep their teams moving without the downtime. And right now, mention FS Channel 9 and get 9% off your full synthetic oil change. Grease Monkey Franklin, home time service that is done right, done fast, and built for the road ahead. Visit us at Grease Monkey across from Walmart and Nashville Road, Franklin, Kentucky.
Only giving up 17 earned runs, 22 total. And leading off with Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats, the senior, number 8, Chloe Smith. Chloe Smith's a .433 hitter with 45 RBIs, a state record 51 walks. It's just unbelievable. 51 walks on the season. I mean, for contrast, McLean Hudson, I don't know why we call her Hudson, but McLean Hudson, the shortstop, the Florida State University commit for the South Warren Lady Spartans, only 29 walks on the season. You don't necessarily go into a game walking the leadoff, but I mean, there's been plenty of other opportunities here. Imagine what Chloe Smith would do if she had 51 other opportunities to swing the bat. Pitch. Takes ball one low. Already off that first pitch, Norwood is bringing the heat. Oh, dribbler towards first. Ogden's got it. She's going to flip it over. Pruitt covers. And great hustle there from Chloe Smith. A head-first dive, trying everything right there. An all-out effort from your senior to get to first base. Now here comes junior second baseman, Addie Shelton. 357 hitter, 29 RBIs. Right-handed hitter steps into the batter's box. Takes strike one. So far, Norwood's just cutting it loose. I don't know if we've seen a pitcher with velocity quite like this. Strike two. I mean, that thing is humming coming through the zone. Wind up, pitch. Fouled off. I can see why teams have had a hard time catching up to Norwood and her velocity. And then by the time that you get used to velocity like that, the game's over because they've scored so many runs. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Way to work, Addie. Keep swinging away, kids. Oh and 2 remains the count after the 2 foul balls. Here's the pitch. Oh, boy. Catches the inside part of the plate. Strikeout number 1 for Norwood. And here comes the super sophomore center fielder, number 17, Jaden Coe. Jaden's a .339 hitter, 29 RBIs for the right-hander. Here's the pitch. Strike one. I mean, you can just hear the catcher's mitt popping. Here's the pitch. Oh, no. Now that one's off the plate. Come on. I'm sitting basically behind home plate. Like I said, Blue, they don't need any help. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Strike 3. Norwood strikes out 2. They're in the bottom of the first, and the score will remain 3-0. Lady Spartans on top. I'm just going to hang out with you through this break here.
Well, we're right here. We're in town. If somebody has an issue, we're there either that day or the very next day. So we're able to get to it quick and fix whatever issues anybody has.
Better speeds. I feel like it's a lot more reliable. With other services, you might get interference during like the weather or something, and you might lose service and have to wait for it to dry out again or something like that. But with fiber, you won't ever have that issue just because it is glass, so you can't really, weather's not really going to affect it much unless like a tree tears it down or something. We provide the city and the county, so within city limits, and then most areas that Warren provides electric service to out in the county.
fantastic. I love all the country churches preaching that we hear, along with some others. Some great music here and there. But David versus Goliath is not a proper matchup in terms of describing this game, because everybody treats David like he was the underdog. When he wasn't. He killed a lion, he killed a bear. Years of training went into David. Goliath was just a big oaf. I don't know a proper matchup term here. As Piper West gets ahead in this one, 0-2 now. The leadoff hitter, left fielder number 7, Kaylee Wilson. Wilson's, by the numbers, lowest in terms of numbers, a .319 hitter with 27 RBIs. Here's the pitch. Bring up another one from Piper West. She sends a pipe bomb. Her third strikeout of the evening. Man, she's going to be so much fun to call over the next few years. I'm really looking forward to that. And now, the number 9 hole hitter, right fielder number 14, Callie Kuzma. Kuzma, an 8th grader, hits .444 with 26 RBIs and 2 home runs. Here's the pitch. Strike. Kuzma also very good basketball player for Southwood. Here's the pitch. Just a hair low in the zone there. One ball, one strike, one away here in the top of the second inning. Lady Spartans lead at 3-0. Swings through at strike 2. Telling you, man, Piper West has got the juice. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. You look at two things that could have drastically changed that top of the first inning and held the Lady Spartans from making it a 3-0 ball game. There's a play at third, and then there's a play at center that could have changed the outlook of that top of the first inning. Ball one outside. Make the count 2-2 to Kuzma. Kuzma digs back in. Here's the pitch. Pop foul, out of play. Barron County defeating Cumberland County 8-4 in 9 innings in the game previous to us. That's what caused the delayed start time here. Piper West sets. Here's the pitch. Takes ball high, gonna run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McLean Hudson in the on-deck circle at the top of the lineup for South Warren. Here's the pitch. Bring up another one for Piper West, a pipe bomb. Her 4th strikeout. She ain't scared, I tell you that. Get on board, ladies. Piper West come to play. We ain't going home laying down, I tell you that. We're both heading down 31W. And here comes Hudson McLean, or McLean Hudson. Golly, I'm gonna stop doing that, I promise. She worked 2 strikes against Hudson. Hudson, the .765 hitter, 78 RBIs, 26 home runs, 88 hits, only 3 strikeouts and 29 walks. Yes, video game numbers for the senior. I hear that she was headed to the University of Kentucky initially, and then Florida State University stepped in at the last minute and brought her in there for the shortstop. Here's the pitch. Call that both ways, Blue. Looking at a 3-0 count now with 2 away. I would imagine Hudson probably has a green light. Here's the pitch. She does not. Takes strike one. A 3-1 hitter's count here. Borders the center fielder in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Hammered up the middle. It's going to be a base hit. Coe fields it cleanly, sends it in to Smith. And Hudson takes the single. 45 of 50 on stolen base attempts is Hudson.
Please do not be standing on the edge of the parking structure.
Little announcement here over the PA. Please don't sit on the edge of the wall with the parking structure, as a lot of people just line up in the parking structure to watch this ball game. I mean, what a crowd we've got here for both teams showing out. Hadley Borders up to bat now. Runner stays put. Ferguson. Man, she gets up quick from behind the plate. Ferguson only been behind the plate since senior night. Chloe Smith has been our catcher the majority of the season. And then this last quarter of the season, Lily Ferguson has stepped in and done a phenomenal job. Takes ball one outside, one strike. Hudson remains put over on first. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 away. And the coach sends a signal over to Hudson. Let's see if they're considering going here. She takes off. Hit and run is foul ball down the left field line. Coach Reynolds for South Warren, you got to give her props, man. This is a masterful job to keep a team locked in each and every week the way that she has. I mean, what a big-time coaching job that this is. I mean, you talk about the players and all their accolades, but that coach, she's been doing work. This is high, ball 2 now. That's 2 balls, 2 strikes, with 2 outs in a 3-0 lead here. The Lady Cats trying to get out of the top of the second inning and keep South Warren scoreless. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. This top of the order is just, well, I mean, really the whole lineup, but the top of the order in particular for South Warren is just absurdly good at putting the bat on the ball. Kind of a lull in the action right here, seemingly. After 2 Piper West strikeouts, she's got 4. Looking for number 5 with a 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. South Warren hitters have been continuously behind and underneath of the pitches from Piper West. Borders gets really in tight on the plate this time. Scoots in. Here's the pitch. Popped up towards left center field. Jaden Coe chasing, can't get there in time. Ansley Holland has got it, and McLean Hudson comes all the way around from first to score the 4th run of the game for South Warren. An RBI double for Hadley Borders.
Number 11, Parker Willoughby.
Now, here comes third baseman, number 11, Parker Willoughby. Stays put on second, does Borders. Scott back even with the baseline now, between second and third. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count now to the left-handed hitter. Willoughby, a .537 hitter. Second on the team with 74 RBI, which sounds crazy. Takes ball high. 11 homers on the season. Sets, throws, hammered out towards left field. Is it going to be a fair ball? It is, into the corner. That's going to easily score one. Another RBI double, making it a 5-0 game.
Number 18, Layla Ogden.
Now here comes Layla Ogden. Ogden, the first baseman, a .504 hitter with 57 RBIs and 10 home runs. Right-handed hitter. Looking to do some work here with 2 outs, as they have scored 2 runs with 2 outs on the board. Ogden digs in. Here's the pitch from West. That's a strike. Coming from Piper West. Here's the pitch. Oh, that looks good, Blue. What's wrong with that? 2-1 is the count now. Umpire hearing it from the Franklin-Simpson faithful after that one. I tend to agree with him. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Gonna make it a 2-2 count. Not a single open seat hardly in the house here at WKU softball complex. Here's the pitch from West. Popped up into foul territory, going to get too far out of play as it goes into the Lady Spartans dugout. Two-two is the count with 2 away. Runner still out there on second to Ogden. Here's the pitch. Ball high, going to run the count full from West. 3 balls, 2 strikes on a beautiful evening. 9:15 at night on Wednesday, the 27th. Wind up, pitch from West. Hammered out to right field. Oh, she dropped it. It comes out of her glove. Sloan Anderson with nearly a diving catch there. I mean, that was a sharply hit ball, an absolute laser beam. And the 8th grader Anderson nearly catches it. Another RBI double for Lady Spartans. Coach Todd Cottle is going to come out and talk it over with his pitcher. In doubt we're going to see anything different here in terms of pitching with the job that Piper West has done so far. As Piper West gets her mask wiped off and back on.
Number 8, Kinley Russell.
And here comes the catcher, number 8, Kinley Russell. Russell, a .466 hitter with 49 RBIs and 2 home runs for the left-handed hitter. Scoots up a bit in the box. 6-0 South Warren. Here's the pitch. Takes strike 1 on the outside part of the plate. Good pitch there from West. Runner on second. 0-1. 3 runs scored since the 2 strikeouts from Piper West. Here's the pitch. That one's just a bit outside. As I've mentioned in the broadcast, they've only had 4 games go the full 7 innings at South Warren. Pop foul. It's going to be too far for Ansley Holland to run down. Bring it to a 1-2 count. The closest matchup in the state that they have faced was a 6-1 win at home against Greenwood. April 30th, so nearly a month ago. Here's the windup and the pitch. Hammered at Addie Shelton, and she gloves it for out number 3. Strong work there from your junior second baseman to record the 3rd out. South Warren has a 2-out rally and goes and puts 3 more runs on the board. We're going to take us another 30-second break, and we'll be right back after this on 92.3 WFKN.
So as far as preventative maintenance, to keep outages at a minimum, one thing that we do is pole inspections. So we'll drive across the system, we'll dig out around the bottoms of the pole, see if there's anything rotten, we'll check the pole's integrity in general. So as you can see now, we're changing out some wire on some poles that we have recently changed out. As they age, they start to crack or rot at the bottom, so we try to stay ahead of those types of outages. Probably the neatest part of working here.
His best country music and the Will Cody in the Morning Show. Hey, I'm Cody Schuler coming to you from the home of the Western Kentucky University Lady Toppers at their WKU softball complex, and a semifinal matchup right now between your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats and the #1 nationally ranked 39-0 South Warren Lady Spartans. Lady Spartans on top right now after the top of the 2nd inning, lead it 6-0. It's your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats. Lady Cats went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 1st. And leading off here in the bottom of the 2nd, it's going to be senior, number 6, the catcher, Lily Ferguson. Lindsey Wilson University dual sport athlete. She's going to play soccer and softball when she gets there. Waiting in the on-deck circle is going to be Presley West. Getting all the cheers is the senior from the Franklin-Simpson fan base. Home plate umpire pushing back the players into the dugout at Franklin-Simpson. Up in the box a little bit is Ferguson. Norwood sets, throws low and inside at the feet of Ferguson. Russell behind the plate, digging in, putting some dirt on her hands, trying to get the sweat cleaned off. Swings through at strike 1. Norwood bringing the heat. Lily Ferguson right at a 300 hitter with 32 RBIs. Pops one foul into the net. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the leadoff here in the bottom of the 2nd. Coach Cottle out on 3rd, coach's box. Coach Smith over on 1st in the coach's box for the Franklin-Simpson team. Here's the pitch. Skips one in there to Norwood, making it a 2-2 count. Catches a word from her first baseman, Ogden. 2-2. Norwood sets. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. Ferguson catching her timing now. The count remains 2-2. Digs in to Ferguson. Here's the pitch from Norwood. Slap towards 3rd base. Willoughby fields it cleanly and over to Ogden for out number 1. And here comes Presley West. Presley West, the sensational sophomore, hitting .319 with 41 RBIs, making her first plate appearance here in the bottom of the 2nd inning. She has had the bat really tuned in as of late. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 down Main Street. There's a difference in the pitches from Norwood and many other pitchers. Every other pitcher we've seen this season, that's the too. The difference is that when Norwood throws it, it's on a line. For a lot of other pitchers, you'll have a slight rise in it. Swings at strike 3, another strikeout for Norwood, her third of the game.
The pitcher, number 13, Piper West.
And here comes the pitcher, Piper West. Piper, a .323 hitter. Gonna see if we can get the Lady Cats a base runner for the first time here this evening. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Takes ball 1. Seventh grader digs in. Here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 1. Tell you what, the difference between age 13 and age 18 in terms of maturity is absolutely wild. And here she is competing. Swings through, strike 2. 4 strikeouts of her own. Swings through, strike 3. And that's 3 up, 3 down, back-to-back innings, and 6 straight retired batters for Courtney Norwood from South Warren. And the score remains 6-0 after 2, heading into the top of the third. We're going to take a break, and we'll be right back live, 92.3 WFKN.
No matter your game, Franklin Bank & Trust equips you for success.
Okay.
Getting off the top of the third for South Warren, number 17, Keegan Pruitt.
Welcome back in, everybody. 92.3 WFKN. I'm Cody Schuler joining you. 4th region semifinal matchup between your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats and the number 1 nationally ranked South Warren Lady Spartans. That's right, number 1 nationally ranked. Pass. Bunts one down the first base line. Called safe. You gotta be joking. I disagree. Pruitt, the second baseman, beats out the toss. I wanted an out. Yeah, it was close. I guess tie goes to the runner. And here comes number 12, the designated player, Jordan Sheehan, 429 hitter with 12 RBIs. Runner on first. Pops up the bunt. West fields it cleanly, throws it over to Addie Shelton at first. 1 away. Nice work by Shelton. A little bit of small ball here from South. Here comes the left fielder, Kaylee Wilson. Struck out in her previous at-bat. Kylie Scott in from third base. Piper West. Runner goes to third. Nope, stays put. Popped up to center field. Jaden Coase got it. Runner does not go. Coase sends a laser beam from center. And Kylie Scott at third, and runner stays put. And that's 2 outs here with number 14, Kaylee Kuzma, coming up to bat. One of those times when the Lady Cats could really use that third out. South Warren put up 3 runs with 2 outs in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. Liner right at Eddie Shelton, and the Lady Cats are out of the top of the third inning. They're going to go in and take some momentum into the dugout. Try to warm up those bats. We'll find out if they can when we return live. 92.3 FKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
Heading now into the bottom. Lady Cats hold the South Warren Lady Spartans scoreless in the top of the third, and the score will remain 6-0 as the leadoff. Third baseman, number 3, Kylie Scott, gets set to kick this one off. 225 hitter. Takes ball 1, low and inside. Ansley Holland in the on-deck circle. Freshman left fielder. Here's the pitch. Low in the zone for ball 2. Six straight retired batters for Courtney Norwood. Norwood has 3 strikeouts across those 2 innings. All 3. Called what? Called a strike? As I said, they don't need any help. 2-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Swings through, strike 2. 2-2. Kylie Scott digs in. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Count remains 2-2. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Half past the hour, 9:31 at night. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Another strikeout for Norwood for 4th of the game. And here comes freshman left fielder number 1, Ansley Holland. Ansley's a 257 hitter. As I like to say, she's got one of those bats that looks like an Alani can. There's ball 1 upper. Hair in the zone. Digs back in. Norwood sets. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. That's off part of the plate. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 2. There's a lot of things about this South Warren Lady Spartan team that you could talk about. The incredible hitting numbers and whatnot. But Courtney Norwood is the best pitcher we've seen all season. Swings through to Ansley Holland for strike 2. Count goes 2-2 now. Norwood, 1,000% looks like a Division I college pitcher. Here's the pitch. Oh, called strike 3 looking. Looked a little inside. And recorded 8 straight outs now. And now here comes Sloan Anderson, the 8th grader. Really worked at the plate as of recently. Swung the bat well, got her batting average up above the Mendoza line now. Shows bunt. Misses, goes under. I don't hate that right there. Let's just get somebody on base and see what happens. Chloe Smith is in the on-deck circle. Here's pitch. Swings through. Strike 2. Good cut there from Anderson. There's other very good pitchers in the region that we faced. Swings through. Strike 3. 9 straight retired for Courtney Norwood as she gets her 5th strikeout of the evening. Other pitchers come to mind. Think of Barron County's Shea Bird. Whenever discussing top pitchers in the region, probably the two in particular that do come to mind is Bogue and Norwood here. And Norwood is the best I've seen of her. I'm sure she's probably going to school somewhere in the fall.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on it.
Leading off for South Warren, looks like it's going to be the top of the lineup in McLean Hudson. She was one of those South Warren Lady Spartans I had an opportunity to speak with a couple weeks back. Really a first-class attitude, high-character young lady. Steps into the batter's box, 2 for 2 so far. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 just misses the inside part of the plate. Six to nothing lead here in the top of the 4th inning on 9 hits for South Warren. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Lady Cats still scoreless, still hitless. Hudson looking at a 2-0 count. I don't know what was wrong with that one, and the reaction from Ferguson, the way she held it out there for an extra second, made me think, what was wrong with that? 3-0 is the count. Piper West sets. Here's the pitch. Hammered out to center field. Over the head of Coe. Coe takes it off the fence, and she's going to be in for a stand-up double.
Number 4, Hadley Borden.
You got to stay locked in. Here's the 10th hit of the evening for South Warren after the double by Hudson. Takes ball 1 outside the borders. Takes strike 1. Borders, number 4, left-handed hitter, hits .566. Recorded a 56th RBI earlier in this game. Looking to make it 57 with Hudson out on second. Piper West throws ball 2. No outs to the number 2 hitter in the lineup and of the inning. Pops one up, shallow left field. Ansley Holland tracking and squeezing. Out number 1. Now here comes third baseman, number 11, Parker Willoughby, .537 hitter. Hard-hitting left-hander. Piper West awaiting the signal. She's got it. Wind up, throw. Just a hair high in the zone for ball 1. Layla Ogden, first baseman, South Warren, in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 2 now. Keeping an eye on Hudson at second base are the Lady Cats. 2-0 count, 1 away. Here's the pitch. Hammered out. It's going to get past Coe again. Home run. Parker Willoughby. A 2-run home run for the third baseman, her 12th of the season. It's going to make it an 8-0 lead for the South Warren Lady Spartans.
Number 18, Layla Ogden.
Willoughby is 3 for 3 in this one, with an RBI double in the first, an RBI double in the second, and now a 2 RBI home run. Ogden sends one deep to center field. Tracking. Another back-to-back jacks from South Warren as Layla Ogden sends her 11th home run nearly straight away center field. Now a 9-0 lead.
Number 8, Kinley Russell.
South Warren fans cheering on their team, rightfully so. 9-0 now in the top of the 4th inning. 12th hit. And now, here comes the catcher, number 8, Kinley Russell, the 466 hitter with 2 home runs of her own on the season. Piper West throws the ball, catches the outside part of the plate, strike 1. Pardon me, I feel like I'm about to sneeze. Sorry about that. Tried to keep the mic away from me. Ball 1 from West to Russell. Here's the pitch. Hammer down the left field line, going to go foul.
Let's go!
1-2 is the count now. Piper West getting touched up a bit here in the top of the 4th inning. After back-to-back home runs from South Warren. Ball high and outside. And make it a 2-2 count. Russell sets. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. Just a hair out of the zone. Up in the box is Russell. Base is clear right now. And first walk of the game. Piper West. All 4. Ferguson, let's talk it over as second baseman, number 17, Keegan Pruitt, goes in. Talks it over with her coach. Pruitt, a 472 hitter, 42 RBIs, 6 home runs per home on the season. Runner on first, still just 1 out in this 9-0 game in the top of the 4th inning. Here's the pitch. Runner stays put. As Pruitt swings through. Strike 1. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Still holding steady at 74 degrees. Feels hotter than 74 out here, I tell you that. Because I'm just sweating. Here's the pitch. Runner stays put at first. Takes strike 1. That's Pruitt. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Oh, I don't know much wrong with that one. Going to make it a 2-2 count. That one looked like it caught the outside part of the plate to me. I'd love to see an ABS view of that one. Here's a pitch from West. That one does go a hair outside. Runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from West. Swung through, fouled off into the net. Count remains full. Lady Cats still hitless through their 3 innings of work. 9 straight retired hitters. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. Back-to-back walks from West. Here comes a designated player now. Jordan Sheehan, 429 hitter with 12 RBIs. Still just 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Lady Spartans scored 3 in the top of the 1st, 3 in the top of the 2nd. Lady Cats blanked them in the top of the 3rd, and now they've added 3 more. And that's a hit out towards right field. Sloan Anderson, it gets dropped in front of her and it gets past her. Misplayed it. 2 runs are going to score. And I think they're going to hold up the 3rd one there at 3rd. An 11-0 ball game. After it got overrun out in right field. We're going to have a pitching change now. And it looks like Presley West. So West to West, Piper getting a nice big hand of applause, deservedly so. She goes 3 1/3 innings, struck out 4, 2 walks. And Presley West, who has not had a ton of pitching experience. Presley has thrown 20 innings total. Got a 5.95 earned run average. We're going to take a 30-second break while she finishes getting warmed up, and we'll be right back on 92.3 WFKN. I'm Cody Schuler, joining you from the 4th Region Lady girls softball tournament. Here where the Lady Cats are taking on the South Warren Lady Spartans. Currently down 11-0 here in the top of the 4th inning after South Warren has really poured it on with 5 runs here in the top of the 4th. Highlighted by 2 home runs from Willoughby and Ogden. Swings through at that one. Does Kaylee Wilson, the left fielder. Making it a 1-1 count, 1 away, runner on 3rd after the 2 RBI triple from Jordan Sheehan. Fouled off, going to make it strike 2 for Presley West. Piper West just moved on over to first base. Presley sets, throws, skips in, and here comes Sheehan to score cleanly after the pass ball. Cheers coming from the South Warren crowd after they go up 12-0. Lady Cats, I do believe we'll get one more opportunity to swing the bat, no matter how this one finishes up. Here's the pitch. Ball high on the 2-2. 10-10 here at night. Thank you for being with us on the late night. As somebody needs to slow down. Driving through Western. If you can hear us on 92.3 WKN airwaves, slow down, bro. It's almost 10 o'clock. People walking around out here. We don't care about your exhaust. 12-0 here at the top of the 4th. Wilson in here battling. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Presley West, here's the pitch. Ball 4 high, and now they've got runners on the corners. With number 14, the right fielder, Callie Kuzma, coming up to bat.
Number 14, Kuzma.
Nope. Runner on first after the walk. Pardon me. Sheehan did come in to score after a pass ball. Takes strike 1, does Kuzma. Wind up and the pitch. Ball high. After this performance right here, it is not far-fetched to understand and see why South Warren is the top team in the nation in the high school ranks. 1-1 pitch misses low and away. Make it 2-1 on the count. Top of the lineup on deck for South. Here's the pitch. Chopper towards Smith. She fields it cleanly, fires it over to Piper West at first, and records a good out. Runner does advance to second. And here comes McLean Hudson. The 765 batting average. Not a misprint. 765 hitter, 78 RBIs, 26 home runs, 88 hits through 39 games. Here's the pitch. Takes ball a little low in the zone. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 away. 3 for 3 on the evening is Hudson. Takes strike 1 from Presley West. Looking for her pitch. Wind up and the pitch from West. Sent straight away center field. Coe snags it for out number 3. Well, looking at a 12-0 lead now, and your Lady Cats head into the dugout, needing to warm up those bats and see if they can get a runner on base for the first time here tonight. We'll find out if they can do it when we return live on 92.3 FKN.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Welcome back in, everybody. 92.3 WFKN. Hey, I'm Cody Schuler joining you from the 4th Region semifinal matchup between your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats and the South Warren Lady Spartans. Leading off here in the bottom of the 4th inning is the top of the lineup, Chloe Smith. Old foul popped back up into the net. What a matchup this is right here for Chloe Smith, heading to North Alabama University next season. The first Lady Cat in program history to go Division I. Swings over the top. That one, strike 2. Chasing that one. Little. Love the aggressiveness, though. Here's the pitch. Shows good eye that time. Watches ball 1 go by. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Addie Shelton on deck. 1 and 2 is the count. Here's the pitch. Pop foul. Man, talk about a cut on that one. That one would have found the parking garage. She lined that one out a little more. Certainly a weapon in the batter's box is Chloe Smith. Here's the pitch. Chopper towards Willoughby at third. She throws it over to Ogden at first. That's out number 1.
Number 2, Addison Shelton.
And here comes junior second baseman, number 2, Addie Shelton. If we're just being honest here, what's looking to be like the final game for your seniors, all run outside to Shelton. What's looking like the final game for your seniors here, Chloe Smith and Lily Ferguson. To you two young ladies in particular, I'd just like to say thank you. Ball high and outside. Oh, that first ball was called a strike? That's ridiculous. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Swings over the top. That one, strike 2. But Lily and Chloe have been staples of this program for, might as well say, their entire high school careers. Lays off of that one. High heat. Gonna make it 2 balls, 2 strikes. But I've had so much fun talking about you two kids. It's really been great to get to know your families. Shelton fouls off. That one, count remains at 2-2. Awesome young ladies, and I wish you nothing but the best. With sets and throws. No. I told you, Blue, we don't need any help. That's low and away all day. out number 2. Absolute horse manure, that one is. Norwood sets and throws here. You sure that one wasn't a strike, Blue? Jaden Coe takes ball 1. Norwood throws. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count with 2 away. Ferguson on deck. Here's pitch. Ball 1 low in the zone. 2. Ball 2. 2-1's the count. 2 away. Here's the pitch. Swings through. Strike 2. Lady Cats just unable to catch up to the velocity of Courtney Norwood so far. Strike 3, make it her 7th out of 12 outs here this evening. And South Warren will head to the dugouts looking to hit as the Lady Cats have gone 3 up, 3 down in 4 straight innings. 12 straight retired batters for the Lady Cats. And pitcher Courtney Norwood as Presley West is heading back out here to take the circle yet again. We're going to take a 30-second break, and we'll be right back with you live on 92.3 WFKN.
No matter your game, Franklin Bank and Trust equips you for success.
Western Kentucky University's softball complex as South Warren Lady Spartans. 39-0, looking to make it an even 40-0 on the season against your Franklin-Simpson Lady Cats as they now lead heading into the top of the 5th inning, 12-0. If the Lady Cats can hold them here, they'll get an opportunity to hit in the bottom of the 5th. Courtney Norwood, the pitcher for South Warren, has retired 7 out of the 12 outs herself in strikeout fashion. As center fielder number 4, Hadley Borders, left-handed hitter, steps into the batter's box. Borders a .566 hitter with 55 RBIs and 5 home runs. As Presley West now on in relief for Piper West. No relation. That I know of. Throws now ball 2. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, high and inside. No matter how you're joining us, whether it's the radio station, if you're just out in the truck taking in this game on a nice cool night, 73 degrees, 4 straight balls from West to Borders. West got her 2nd walk of the evening. And now here comes Parker Willoughby. So far what I'd call the player of the game. Willoughby's got 2 RBI doubles and had a 2 RBI home run in her previous at-bat. Here's a pitch from Presley. It's just a bit outside. 12 runs on 13 hits for the Spartans. Layla Ogden on deck. who also homered in the previous inning. Willoughby steps out, takes time now. Here's the pitch. Strike one. 1-1 is the count. This young Lady Cats team is really looking at. Swings through, runner steals. Borders makes it 35 of 35 on stolen base attempts. As Willoughby swung over the top of strike two. I mean, a really heavy cut there, too. Fooled on the pitch from Presley West. Presley sets and throws. Hammered foul. Out in front of that one. I mean, just ripped. The really great hitting teams like South Warren, whenever you get to face a pitcher like Courtney Norwood day in and day out, and the amount of velocity that she brings across home plate with her pitches, when you see a pitcher that's not quite throwing that velocity and showing that kind of stuff, it really makes the other pitchers you're facing feel, we'll just call what is slightly easier. Norwood just humming it through the zone so far tonight. Willoughby takes ball outside, runs the count full, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Presley West sends one through the zone, and Willoughby hits it over the head of Jaden Coe, and that's going to be another RBI double, her third of the game.
Number 18, Landmark.
Going to make this a 13-0 ball game at the top of the fifth. She's 4 for 4 this morning. What an unbelievable game from the third baseman. Here's the pitch. Ogden takes strike one on the outside part of the plate. Sent towards third baseman Kylie Scott. She fields it cleanly over to Piper West and gets the out. Willoughby moves from second to third. Nice work there by third baseman Kylie Scott.
Kinley Russell.
Now here comes the catcher, number 8, Kinley Russell. Russell, the .466 hitter. Trying to extend the lead even more so. One away, runner on third. Not much wrong with that one. Called a ball. Ferguson even turns around and says, "What was wrong with that, I think." I don't blame you, kid. There's the pitch. There's a strike. I mean, nearly the same pitch. I mean, that one was just a little more inside for strike one. 1-1 is the count with one away. Here's the pitch. That one, I guess, comes inside. Excellent framework there by the senior catcher, Ferguson. Goes ball 2. Russell, the lefty, digs in. Here's the pitch. Takes ball 3 high and inside. Russell digs in, waiting the 3-1 pitch from West. West sets, throws. Sent over the top of the head of shortstop Chloe Smith. Fielded cleanly by Andrew Howard. RBI single from Russell.
Number 17, Keegan Pruitt.
Make it 14-0. Here comes second baseman number 17, Keegan Pruitt. Pruitt, a 472 hitter. Presley West, wind up and pitch. Goes inside and low. Runner stays put on first. Still just one out here. Top of the fifth. Pruitt with 6 home runs to her name. Fouls off the next pitch, going to make it a 1-1 count. Jordan Sheehan, who had a 2 RBI triple in the previous inning, in the on-deck circle. West sets, throws, ball inside. Great work there behind the plate, Ferguson. We've seen a couple pitches get low and in the dirt. Showing great ability. Here's the pitch. Ball high. Can make it 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 away. Presley West gets a signal. Wind up, pitch. Sent towards Kylie Scott. She fields it cleanly, sends it over to Piper West at first. They move the runner from first to second, but that's out number 2 with Jordan Sheehan.
Number 12,
Stepping up to the
Sheehan.
batter's box. Going to get a courtesy runner.
Courtesy runner number 1, Adrian Russell.
Out there on second. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 on the inside part of the plate. 2 away. Trying to get that 15th run here is South Warren. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Going to make it an 0-2 count to Sheehan. Sheehan, the 429 hitter. That's righty. This is going to be the final time I'll be on your WFKN airwaves for a while, so I do want to say to all of our listeners, whether listen on WFKN as Sheehan fouls that one off, I want to say to everybody who's listening, no matter how you listen, just thank you for being with me, being a part of our broadcast, each and every one of you. Thank you. Franklin-Simpson Channel 9 team does a phenomenal job. Sharp hit grounder sent over to Chloe Smith, and she fields it cleanly, sends it over to Piper West. And your Lady Cats are going to have one more crack at it in the batter's box. We return live on 92.3 FKN.
My favorite thing about working here is getting to serve the community and help people with their electric and their fiber internet.
We're local, so we live and work right here in Franklin, so taking care of our neighbors isn't just business, it's personal. Fiber means faster, more reliable internet for work, school, and entertainment without lag or buffering.
It's more than power and fiber, it's about peace of mind.
We're not just an electric company, we're neighbors.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
40-0 on the season against your Franklin-Simpson Cats. The nationally ranked high school softball team is the Southport Lady Spartans, and they lead the Lady Cats 14-0. If the Lady Cats don't put up 5 runs, this one's over with. Courtney Norwood has faced 12 batters. She struck out 7 of them. Every batter has been retired to this point, and here comes senior number 6, Lily Ferguson. Go to work with it. Takes ball 1 away. Norwood sets and throws. Foul out. We're going to go Ferguson, Presley West, and Piper West in terms of order, it appears. Lily's been a 300 hitter this season. Pitch. Popped up shallow left, right center field, running underneath the field borders center field. I thought that one might have been trouble. Now here comes one of our sensational sophomores, Presley West. This young team is really going to be trouble in the years to come for everybody in this region. She takes strike 1 across the outside part of the plate. Presley, one of those kids that's going to be big in the next couple seasons. Swings through, strike 2. Pitch, swings through, strike 3, or 8th strikeout. And now Lady Cats down to the final out of the game here. Piper West, fittingly so, the 7th grader, one of the future great players of this team. Swings through that one, strike 1. Piper, a 323 hitter on the year. Hasn't had a ton of plate appearances, I don't think, in my opinion. Pops that one up. It is going to be caught by Austin, and that's the ball. Southport Lady Spartans, one nationally ranked team, finish up this season. For the Lady Cats. The Lady Cats are going to finish this one up 24 and now 16 on the year. Getting claws. One last shout out to our seniors, Chloe Smith and Lily Ferguson. Appreciate you kids so much. Congratulations to Coach Todd Cobble and his staff this season for another fantastic year. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for allowing me to have the opportunity to talk to each and every one of you about these kids and how great that they are. And I'm looking forward to next year. It's been our 4th season with you. Thank you to my producer back in studio, Kendra Holt. Thank you to Will Cody in the morning. Thank you to our station manager,